Staying on Apple for one more second, analysts predict Apple Pencil support for 2019 iPhones. Some people seem to think this is a possibility. Others are refuting the rumors. It's kind of an odd story, to be honest, because I'm sitting here, I'm looking at this graphic of an individual using an Apple Pencil as an input method on a phone, and it has a weird, it's making me feel weird. It's making me feel tingly in a bad way.
Where do you put
Kirk,
it?
you didn't even know that was possible. You were like, tingly is always a good thing. Yeah, nah. Sometimes it's a bad tingle. That's where I'm at right now. So I looked at this image for a little while of this hand holding a pencil towards it. Like, it's a notification. First of all, what a weird graphic. What's he going to do? Click on the message notification? Then what? He has to put the pencil down immediately to type a response. Because if he types with that pencil, I'm dead. No.
I think you could swipe type the pencil as fast as you could double type it.
Is there swipe feature in the default iOS keyboard?
I think they just added it,
Did they? I don't know. I'm not on iOS right now. I don't know. Maybe they did and I ignored it or avoided it. Is there a swipe feature? Oh, yeah. Okay. June 3rd. Apple is finally adding swipe. So maybe we just went deeper in the rumor mill. Maybe they get ahead of the Apple Pencil compatibility. But even there, Kirk, like this giant pencil, where are you going to keep that thing? It goes with your phone. Like with the iPad, it makes sense. It clicks to the side. It makes sense as an input method. It's taller than your phone, the Apple Pencil, or at least as tall. But I'm still mad that the guy's looking at messages. If he had a little sketch pad open, he was doing some tiny little sketch like Willie Doo used to do. Willie Doo used to be an artist as well.
Used to be.
Yeah, used to be. Yeah, I ain't seen anything from you in a while. Yeah, I ain't seen anything from Will in a while. But he used to be quite talented, in fact. And the guy, he would do the kind of thing, like in the Apple commercials, like he's on the park bench.
With the scarf?
Yeah! He's got that outfit, and he's sipping the tea or whatever he's doing. You got the special hat going on. You know what I mean? He looks cozy. He looks cozy. There's a lot
It's like a fall day.
Yeah, there's a lot of thought that goes into him sitting there. Like you're looking at a number of steps to get him to that location. You see what I mean? He's got one of those like hiking boot on, but it's pretty comfy, but it has a bright lace. You see what I'm saying? Because he's like
accent color,
Yeah, because he's like, I'm still a cool guy, what I'm saying. I'm on the park bench. I thought about it. It represents me because I'm different. Do you know what I mean? So he had moments like that. And
might have a boosted board beside me.
Yeah, I wouldn't go that far.
Okay.
I wouldn't go that far. So he's sitting there, a guy like him, and he's got the iPad, and he's sketching what he's seeing. It's real life happening. It's very artistic. Maybe the iPad is too much of a commitment, and it's not on him at all times, but the phone is, and maybe you could actually sketch something cool on a phone. No? Will? I mean, obviously it would be more of a headache than having the bigger platform, but I don't know what I'm talking about. This is not something I would ever do, but I do remember reading an article a while back about a guy who exclusively sketched pictures on the New York City subway on his phone so that he was less intrusive. So you could imagine this idea of, like, let's say street photography. If you have a huge camera, you're getting a different reaction from people versus if you have a small one. And then the phone camera took that to another level. Now you can imagine as well, if you like to sketch real life and you're there with the iPad and everything else, it's a big thing to look at. The phone is obviously more common thing to be holding in a subway train. You probably would bother fewer people at the expense, of course, of the amount of detail you could get into it based on the screen size would obviously be something you're up against. But nonetheless, the rumors out there that this is going to happen, a lot of it is based on the fact that the Apple Pencil recently became compatible with every single version of iPad, including the iPad mini. So like you can use the pencil now on anything. Of course, it only clicks with magnets in a really fancy way to the Pro model, but it'll work on the others. And so I guess it would make sense to put the functionality in there. I don't know why you wouldn't. It just seems like an easy thing to do. Of course, I don't know exactly the level of tech that's involved or the cost that it would then apply to the manufacturing cost, additional manufacturing cost for each independent phone. I don't know how substantial that would be, but so anyway, the original rumor comes from City Research, and then Mac Rumors is kind of like, hey, we don't really know. It's been rumored as far back as 2018 that this would be a possibility, and then it never happened at that point. So I'm gonna give it a 50-50 chance on this particular rumor. The problem is, how do you really market it in such a fashion where people are like, yeah, now I'm going to buy this phone or now I'm going to buy this pencil? Like, how do you make the value proposition enough? Because, if Apple's going to spend extra money on a per unit basis and put it back to the customer, they got to show you some compelling thing. So is there a commercial with a person drawing on their phone? Maybe. Maybe that's at the keynote. And they're like, and there's more. The Apple Pencil now works on all iPhone.
And then they roll a commercial and it's just me drawing
Yeah, I don't know.
with
Will.
the scarf.
I don't know, Will. If they got you in the outfit I described, it could be a hit, as far as I know.